back to this gorgeous Monday. Let's ask our angels what they wish to tell us for this beautiful Monday ahead. This is a beautiful message about intuition and about polishing our inner space so that we can communicate with the divine world in a much better way. Intuition is all about doing what feels right within every cell of your mind, body and spirit. Sit in quietude and invoke us to join you. Speak out loud the intuition that you received and ask us to validate it through your mind, body, emotions and spirit. When your mind, body, emotions and spirit seem to be in complete sync, then know that your intuition was indeed divine guidance. If it's still not convincing to you, ask us to validate it through signs in the tangible world, through numbers, feathers, conversations, images or any other thing that we draw your attention to. The angels wish to tell us with this message that constantly God and divinity is talking through us, within that sacred space which we call the heart. And when we allow them to speak to us, then it emerges as something that we commonly call as intuition. And intuition is, there was this beautiful breakdown to intuition that was given once, that just the way we have, external tuition teachers to teach us something, we have divinity who is within us and giving this tuition inside of us, and then emerging that message, that lesson that has to pop up, that has to surface, so that we take the guided steps ahead. So the angels wish to tell us that when we sit in our sacred space, in our quiet time with the soul, with that inner self, then we shall be able to hear them much better. We shall be able to allow divinity to speak to us through this intuition. We shall hear the voice of God. And when we do that, we shall be able to communicate clearly with our inner space so that we take guided, focused and clarity-oriented steps ahead towards our goals and visions. The angels wish to tell us that when our mind, body and spirit is in complete sync, which means we don't have any conflict. For example, our mind may be telling something, but the heart says, no, I don't think this is right. And the mind says, no, do not do that. And the emotions are feeling fearful about this matter. So that means they are not all in sync. The mind is saying something else, the emotions are telling something else, and the heart is saying something else. But when it is divine guidance, our heart, mind, spirit and emotions shall all be in alignment, shall all be in sync, feeling exactly that same thing and knowing for sure, yes, this is it. This is what I have to do. This is how I have to move forward with. This is what needs to be done right now as guided. And that is our inner calibrator. That is our inner measuring tool to know that this is divine guidance and not the mind telling us or trying to fool us in any way. So the angels tell us that when we are confused or conflicting in any way and not in sync with all these four, then we could ask them to validate their messages and guidance through our tangible world by showing us feathers and coins or numbers or any such thing. For example, you could be driving and your attention could be taken to this large billboard which would exactly have that line or message which is meant for you. So these are the ways that the angels and divinity can validate their guidance, their messages through different aspects and areas in our tangible world. They ask you to keep your heart, mind and ears open to it all. With that, let's move on to the color of the day. Today, the color of the day that we need to work with is the color orange. The orange for our sacral chakra, the energy center of our goals, fulfillment, contentment. And we need to work with this orange so that we can clear the sacral chakra and allow our angels to purify that space. This also is the energy center for all our intimate issues of relationships, any kind of seeming sexual related problems that you may have, or fertility problems that you may have, that means the sacral chakra needs to be cleansed, purified, balanced and aligned. So work with the color orange, seek help from your angels, and they shall surely be there to purify it and transmute all the unserving to the light. With that, stay blessed, loved and protected in love and light, and Godspeed.